time now for some local high school sports action. Today's coverage is not possible without our great sponsors. Make sure you pay close attention and thank those supporters for being a part of tonight's action. It's time to head out for the call with our play-by-play announcer. Thank you for tuning in for our local sports action.
From the home Huskies. Devin Kruger here with you in Pillager. It is time for high school boys basketball. Yes, winter storm warning. What does that mean? We're playing hoops tonight as we have two of our area teams ready to clash in a Section 7 AA matchup. It is the Pillager Huskies taking on the Crosby-Ironton Rangers. Welcome to the broadcast tonight here on Skeeter 101. Third way through the season, as this is game number 9, but due to cancellations due to weather, it's only game number 5 for the Pillager Huskies. We'll tell you about that as we get into the pregame show for tonight's matchup. Big thank you for joining us. For those that elected to stay home and stay safe, we hope you're tuning in. Of course, fun news, if you're a fan of Skeeter 101.5 and the music variety we play, that is now online 24/7 at rjbroadcasting.com. We're going to take a timeout when we come back on the pregame show. We're going to give you a taste of what these two teams like coming into tonight's matchup. We do have both coaches on hand with the pregame chat, and of course, all leading up to the tip-off. Scheduled for 7:30, but due to the weather, they did want to get things rolling pretty quickly. So the B squad got taken care of, and we're ready for varsity action with the Huskies and the Rangers. Crosby-Ironton was able to win the B squad game, but because of them trying to get things rolling early, I didn't get a chance to write down the score. So we're hoping that it'll be a good, exciting one here for you tonight. Let's take a timeout. We'll talk more high school boys basketball. It's Pillager and Crosby-Ironton tonight on Skeeter 101.5 and rjbroadcasting.com.
Actions. That's what your Touchstone Energy Cooperative makes possible every day by providing the energy our community needs to stay connected to work, to family, to everyone and everything that matters. Day and night, we're always here. Because we know that of all the connections we make, none are more powerful than the human connection.
Growing powers your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, bringing you the power of human connection.
You know Wide's Major Appliance in Brainerd for being the best in the business when it comes to used and reconditioned appliances, parts, and service. Well, Wide's Major Appliance now sells new appliances as an authorized retailer of America's iconic brand, Crosley, featuring Crosley's 10-year limited warranty. You don't need to go anywhere else. With new and used appliances, parts, service, they are your one-stop appliance shop. For major appliances without the major price, see Wide's Major Appliance on Oak Street in Brainerd.
In the heart of Cuyuna country sits the city of Crosby, a central Minnesota jewel, offering endless opportunities from an energized downtown with local shops and restaurants to a first-class fitness center and pool at the Hallett Community Center. Visit the Lakeside Park and Playground and utilize the Jesse F. Hallett Public Library. Experience world-class mountain biking. Crosby supports Ranger High School sports throughout the 2022-23 season. For more information, visit cityofcrosby.com.
Pillager Schools has employment opportunities for educational assistants and their custodial crew. Educational assistance works daily with students both in the classroom setting or one-on-one. Experience is not necessary. Pay is higher for those with experience. Pillager Schools custodial workers are needed for full or part-time, and year-round employment is offered. PenMac, an employee-owned company, does have health care and other benefits available if you choose. Call PenMac Staffing for more information about these opportunities at Pillager Schools at 218-824-9675.
Back with you here on the pregame show. Devin Kruger with you on Skeeter 101.5 as it's Crosby-Ironton and Pillager this evening. Take a look at these two teams in the Section 7 AA matchup. The Crosby-Ironton Rangers visiting tonight, ranked number 18 in the last Class AA boys basketball rankings from the Minnesota Basketball News. 6-2 on the season, 2-1 in section play. Their lone losses are to Rock Ridge, currently ranked 16th in AA, and Brack, which Coach Galovich will get a little bit into that one from the holiday tournament loss. This starts a little stretch for the Rangers. 6 of their next 7 are on the road. They have 3 road games, then they're home against 2 Harbors on a Saturday afternoon, and then 3 more road games. A nice little stretch here in January for the Rangers. Their last game, wrapping up their holiday tournament, a triple overtime win on Thursday, 87-81 over Fond du Lac Ojibwe. The Rangers are averaging 63.1 points per contest, 59.6 points allowed by the Rangers per game. For the Pillager Huskies, just 4 games in so far this season due to postponements and cancellations. They are 1-3 on the year, 0-1 in section play. They have not played in 2 weeks. It's Tuesday, December 20th, they had the Foreign Shell Classic. They were going to be taking on the They took on the Park Rapids Panthers and lost 74-57. They were supposed to take on Staples Motley on Thursday, but that got postponed and canceled due to weather. They're still trying to look up a makeup date. So it's been 2 full weeks and only 4 games in the month of December for the Huskies. They're averaging 58.5 points per game. They're allowing 70.2 per contest. Last year, the Rangers defeated the Huskies twice. They won in the regular season 78-49. Then they met in the first round of the 7AA tournament where the Rangers eliminated the Huskies 76-54. Crosby-Ironton has won 5 straight in the series with the last Husky win, the final regular season game of the 2017-2018 regular season. When we come back, we'll hear what the coaches have to say about their clubs and tonight's matchup. Since the Rangers, it's 2 of our area teams. Since the Rangers are the visitors, we'll talk to Dave Galovich first, and then we'll chat with Jim Benson, head coach of the Pillager Huskies. Crosby-Ironton and Pillager Boys basketball. Pregame continues with more right after this on Skeeter 101.5.
To win in sports, you must focus on your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Greg Bennett, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Call 828-3929 or stop by the office on Washington Street in Brainerd. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It's been a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aiken Motors. Another tradition that Aiken Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aiken Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aiken Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit aikenmotorsco.com.
Foreign Shell Bus Service of Pillager has been providing safe transportation of Pillager school students for 3 generations. They wish all the kids and coaches for Pillager activities the best of luck and always support Husky Pride. Want to help out? Foreign Shell Bus Service is always looking to expand their team, transport Pillager students to and from school and to school activities and trips. Contact Eric for information on this fun, rewarding job, 218-746-3770. Foreign Shell Bus Service of Pillager, locally owned and operated.
Welcome back to our pregame show. As join us now, Dave Galovich, head coach for the Crosby-Ironton Rangers. Thrilled to be here tonight in Pillager. Still going to play some ball with some wintry weather outdoors. Coach, great to have you here in Pillager to get ready for what should be a fun section matchup tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It didn't start snowing till about 3 o'clock in Crosby, and the road over was a little iffy, but we're here and we're ready to go.
Well, you're about a third of the way into the season as we start the new year. 8 games in, you're sitting at 6-2, Dave. I get kind of my few chances to see you on the Rangers each year. So for the first third of the season, what has this team shown you that you've liked?
Well, I think we got good chemistry. We play pretty well together. We move the basketball around, and when we do that, we have balanced scoring. We've had games where we've had guys in five guys in double digits, 4 guys in double digits. I think I just looked recently. We've had 4 of our 5 starters score 20-plus points. So the balance is effective for us.
Tonight's game starts 6 of the next 7 for the Road Warriors, or the Road Rangers, we can call you. You've been coaching a long time. Does stretches like that, do you alter anything that you do with your team just preparing for all these road trips in a row?
No, not really. It's I wouldn't have known that was the situation until you brought it up. We kind of look week by week, and that's about it. So we got the 1 game this week, but as far as doing things differently, not really.
You went 2 for 3 with the holiday tournament, so you haven't had a long layover. Obviously, you had the breaks. Specifically in the holiday tournament, how did you feel the guys played?
Well, we played very well the first day against Deer River, and then we kind of got struck a little bit by the injury bug, and early into the second game, within 5-6 minutes, we were down 2 starters. And that really affected us in the second game. And the third game we played without 1 starter, that being Noah Larson. And, we're not a deep team, so it did have an impact on us. But fortunately, the third day we pulled it back together, and we pulled out a tough triple overtime win.
So maybe thankfully there was a little bit of at least a weekend in there to give the boys some rest. You have the Pillager Huskies, section opponent tonight. Your thoughts on what this Huskies team brings and what you know about them with the few games that they've gotten in this year?
Well, they got some good length. They got some 6'3", 6'4" kids, and the way Jim plays, they're going to come after us, and we got to be ready to go. And they're on their home floor, so again, when they play us, I think they look at it as a pretty important game because it is a Section 7 AA opponent. So mentally, we got to be ready to go.
I asked you about how the team played in the first third of the season. Now that you kind of start that second tier, what are some of the things that you really want to see from your guys improve here in this starting towards the middle part?
Well, continuity, and some of that starts with things we can't control, such as weather. So, when you have a week where you have 1 practice and another week where you have 2 practices, the December basketball should be getting better, and in some cases it maybe goes the other way. But hopefully through the injuries that we've had, the sicknesses we've had, the weather we've fought through, and that's not only us, that's everybody. Hopefully we'll get some consistency now. And with consistency, I think you get better overall team play and a better flow to the game. And we're talking about that on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively.
Well, we're excited for this one. Like I said, it's a section matchup. 2 of our area teams getting together tonight, Coach. We appreciate the time. Good luck to you and the Rangers.
Thank you. We always appreciate your broadcasting.
Dave Galovich, head coach for Crosby-Ironton, join us as we get another timeout. We're on the pregame after this on Skeeter 101.5.
There are many things to consider when buying a used appliance, like reliability. Will it work in the future? Or after a few days, does it sound something like this? Call Wides today, Brainerd's most trusted name in used appliances. At Wides, the sale doesn't end when you walk out the door. They have factory-trained technicians and in-home or in-shop service to serve you better. Give them a call at 829-5292. The name to remember in used appliances is Wides.
Welcome back to our pregame show for tonight's matchup on Skeeter 101.5 as chatting with Jim Benson, head coach of the Pillager Huskies. Coach, due to the Foreign Show Classic, the second day getting canceled, it's now been 2 full weeks with the holiday break that the Huskies have taken to court. You got Crosby-Ironton in town. We'll talk about that in a little bit. First of all, of course, thanks for some time as we're excited to still play some basketball tonight on a wintry night.
Right. It's good to get back into the new year and get on the court again and play some games. Absolutely. You're correct.
With the holiday break and with it being 2 weeks, what did you talk to? What did you focus on your guys? Because you're right back in the school session and then right back on the floor tonight to try to come out with some good fire tonight.
I think comprehension of what we want to do. So start evaluating the game, start evaluating your opponents. We've got some young kids out here, but you have to see, we try to give some of those freshmen and sophomore a little taste in the JV game, even though they start here, don't want to take time, but want to get them so that they get a taste of what they're going to see at the varsity level, especially with Dave. He's been here forever, and he's got a staff that's been here. So they're going to run the same things. So just to get them a taste and get them to start evaluating what teams are going to try to do to us so that you can understand that going into the varsity game.
With the layoff and coming into tonight, what, if any, concerns do you have about the guys getting started? Obviously, you're trying to remedy that a little bit with the JV time.
The biggest concern is what has been our Achilles this whole year. You can't average 30 turnovers a game and think that 1-3 is pretty good because we won one somehow. You know, that's what I would say as a coach. If you're averaging 30 turnovers, you can't do that. You can't do that against disciplined teams like Crosby-Ironton, and you definitely can't do it in the Park Region Conference. You have coaches that have been around. They'll have their team ready to go on whoever it is. So, you know, we have to limit what we're going to do offensively so that we get shots up there, good shots, and not 30 turnovers a night. We're not going to win many basketball games doing that.
With the cancellations that have happened and only getting 4 games in December, how much do you feel that may have hindered some of the progress of these young guys?
Yeah, it could have. You're exactly right. So we're going to have to learn, you know, pretty fast here. We got a game tonight, then we got games Thursday and Friday. So we want to play with everybody. That's what I want to see is that progression. You know, you've got a CI team that's been a story. You know, they've been, you know, a strong team since I've been here back in '99. So, you know, Dave, again, him and the staff do a nice job. So we've just got to compete with individuals. That's what we have to do. We have to be more disciplined. I talk about that. You know, I talk about discipline and being lazy. And I said, it's not all of you every time, but if there's 1.5 or one of you that's doing it and the other 4 are doing the right thing, that one kid, eventually a good disciplined team like this will hurt you doing what they do.
Coming into tonight through the 4 games, defensively, you're allowing 70 points per game. What has to be the key focal points to get that down and give the Huskies better chances to win?
Defense is all heart. It is. You know, you've got to get up and want it. You've got to want it more than the other kid. You know, you'll see good teams that have done it. This is probably the most that I've ever given up on any of my teams. So we've got to have heart, and that's what you got to do. You got to hustle. And I think we've got some kids in place. They just got to make sure that they're doing that together. Like I said, when 3 of you are doing it and the other 2 have no clue what's going on, that's what's doing it. I'm not saying that they all, and none of them have hearts by any means, but you all got to be able to work together, and you got to communicate and talk. So we need to come out with some drive and some heart.
Talked about Coach Galovich, obviously the longevity, the style. You know what the Rangers want to do, and we've seen, you know, different teams come through with some different styles. But, you know, what do you expect tonight from the Rangers, and what do you want to counter it with?
2-3 zone. You know, they'll sit it and they'll release kids. They've got a big kid that they expect to get every rebound, and they'll release them and get out there and they'll shoot from behind the arc. They'll run their pick and roll if you run man-to-man against them. I mean, it's the same stuff. You know, it's kind of fun to watch as a coach to be in there because I think you know what you're going to get and you want to be able to execute and beat them at what they're doing. So we just got to take care of the ball. If we don't turn it over 30 times, we give ourselves, we stay around that 10, 15, you know, turnover for the whole game, not just the half, the whole game, you know, then we can make this a basketball game.
Well, we hope it'll be a fun one. Obviously, it's a good section matchup tonight with 2 of our area teams. We're excited to get this one going, Coach. Good luck to you and the Huskies.
All right, thank you, and go Huskies.
Coach Jim Benson for Pillager joining us as we take a break. More pregame right after this. It's boys basketball on Skeeter 101.5.
When you have a project calling for concrete, contact the pros at Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction, offering high-quality professional masonry and concrete services to Pillager and the Brainerd Lakes areas. The team of skilled craftsmen with Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction is ready to help for foundations, patios, driveways, colored and stamped concretes, and much more. For your residential or light commercial concrete jobs, call Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction at 218-639-2374. Fully licensed and offering free estimates. Go Huskies!
Come get your fill at Pizza Ranch on Baxter in Little Falls. Pizza Ranch features plenty of pizza, a sensible salad bar, famous fried chicken, all the fixins, and delectable dessert. Buffet your way. Pizza Ranch on Edgewood Drive in Baxter and in Little Falls.
Back with you live at Pillager High School. Devin Kruger here with you for tonight's boys basketball matchup. Heard what the coaches had to say about their clubs and the matchup. And we're rolling right along as we get you the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. First for the visiting Crosby-Ironton Rangers, ranked number 18 in Class AA at 6-2 on the year for head coach Dave Galovich. They'll start a 5'9 junior guard, Jordan Mount, a 6'2 junior guard, James Stockman, a 5'10 junior guard, Joseph Ringhand, a 6-foot junior forward, Noah Larson, and 6'4 senior center, Will Meyer. That's 1 senior, 4 juniors for the Rangers, Mount, Stockman, Ringhand, Larson, and Meyer. For the Pillager Huskies, they're coming into tonight's matchup at 1-3 on the season for head coach Jim Benson. Again, a young lineup for the Huskies. They'll start a 6'4 sophomore forward, Christian Hoagie, a 6'3 freshman forward, Gabe Parrish, a 5'11 junior guard, Eli Miller, a 6'2 junior guard, Parker Schaefer, and 5'10 sophomore guard, Caden Imdek. For the Huskies, it's Hoagie, Parrish, Miller, Schaefer, and Imdek. A lot of youth for this Husky team. Christian Hoagie, the leading scorer at 15 points a game. Eli Miller at 14. Parrish at 10.8. And then Parker Schaefer just under double figures a game at 9.5. Neither team with a whole lot of depth for the Rangers. 4 starters averaging double-figure scoring. At the top, James Stockman at 13.1 points a game. Noah Larson at 12.6. Meyer at 11.6. And Mount at 10.7. The Rangers in the away white jerseys, white shorts with the burgundy numbers and letters. For the Huskies, the maroon jerseys and shorts with the gold numbers, white letters, and the opposite trim. The Rangers will go to my left, Huskies to my right as I sit atop the bleachers here at the home of the Huskies, Pillager High School. We are ready for the first tip from First Western Bank and Trust. We're not just here for you, we are you. With locations in Baxter, Nisswa, and Cross Lake. Hoagie and Meyer tip and the opening possession for the Huskies. Eli Miller with a quick turnaround, hard bank off the glass. Offensive rebound by Imdek, and a quick foul in this one, just 6 seconds in. And an offensive rebound and a foul on the second chance as Crosby-Ironton's James Stockman picks up the first foul of the game tonight. At the line, Caden Imdek, his first free throw attempt of the season. And the sophomore puts it down as the Huskies grab the early 1-0 lead on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Second one on the way, and he splashes them both in. 2-0 Huskies as they'll pick up, looks like a 1-2-2 full court or three-quarters court press. Stockman has it between the circles. Huskies will drop back into a 2-3 zone at the free throw line. Meyer, left-handed shot off to the right, and Miller pulls down the rebound. Rangers empty on their opening possession. Huskies quickly back to the other side. Rangers playing their vaunted 2-3 zone, and there's a tip and a steal. Jumping in front was Noah Larson, averages 3 steals a game, and he picks one off there. Rangers, Jordan Mount, left corner, 3 on the way. This one rattles out. Rangers try to save the offensive rebound. There's a collision, and the Rangers come up with a second chance. Huskies will settle back in. Here's Stockman with a jump stop, lobs it out to Mount. Mount driving baseline, kicks to the corner. Here's a quick 3 trigger, and Joseph Ringhand rings one in as the Rangers take a 3-2 lead. Ringhand 22% from beyond the arc, 6 points a game. He splashes in the game's first 3, and we're going to have an early timeout for the Pillager Huskies. Coach Benson not liking something here in the first minute plus with 16:51 on the clock in the first half. A timeout on the floor on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. It's the Rangers leading the Huskies 3-2. It's boys basketball tonight on Skeeter 101.5.
When you need an appliance repair and you have decided to do it yourself, keep it simple. Get those parts from Wide's Major Appliance. Don't rely on getting the right part on the internet. Wide stocks thousands of appliance parts at reasonable prices, and they will help you diagnose a problem so you get the right part. Or check out one of their completely reconditioned and warranted pre-owned appliances. For major appliances without the major price, plus parts and services, see Wide's across from Lake Spring on Oak Street, Brainerd. Also ask about multiple purchase discounts.
Pillager Schools has employment opportunities for educational assistants and their custodial crew. Educational assistance works daily with students both in the classroom setting or one-on-one. Experience is not necessary. Pay is higher for those with experience. Pillager Schools custodial workers are needed for full or part-time, and year-round employment is offered. PenMac, an employee-owned company, does have health care and other benefits available if you choose. Call PenMac Staffing for more information about these opportunities at Pillager Schools at 218-824-9675.
Back with you here in Pillager. Huskies out of the timeout with the ball and a near turnover on the other side. Noah Larson just about jumped in front of another Husky pass and went the other direction. 3-2, Crosby-Ironton with the early advantage. As the Huskies took an early timeout, Coach Jim Betson talked about, comprehension, understanding what the opponent wanted to do, and he just didn't like something maybe against where the offensive spacing was as Parker Schaefer drives down the left side, puts up a top shot, draws contact. Shot is off the mark, but he draws the foul, and it'll be free throws again for the Huskies. Well, sometimes early in a game when you have two teams that don't have a whole lot of depth, fouls could be an issue. Schaefer 45% from the free throw line on season. The first one's a bit long. Brayton Kriegel checked in during the timeout for the Huskies, a 5'6" junior guard, our first sub of the game. Second one on the way, and he knocks down the second. We are tied up 3 apiece. Huskies again bring out some pressure. Coach Galovich talked about that length. Huskies trying to utilize it. Here's Ringhand with a runner on the right side, lays it up and in, and Ringhand has the first 5 for the Rangers. Here comes their 1-2-2 3/4 court trapping press. Schaefer, long pass near side to Kriegel. Kriegel trying to avoid the trap. The pass is deflected by Will Meyer and stolen. Huskies turn it over. Here's a pass to Ringhand on the right side, and Joseph Ringhand has 7 as the Rangers lead 7-3. 2 minutes gone by. On the far side, and a pass intercepted. Well, Coach Benson talked about 30 turnovers a game for this young Husky team. They have 3. Ringhand feeling it. Quick corner 3 from the right side is short. And we're going to have another Husky timeout. Coach Benson not liking the pattern he's seen, and he takes a quick break with 15:47 on the clock in the first half. It's 7-3 Rangers on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. More after this on Skeeter 101.5.
Market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. Edward Jones financial advisor Greg Bennett can help. Stop by his office in Brainerd at 406 West Washington Street. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Huskies coach Jim Benson has taken 2 timeouts in the first 2 minutes and 13 seconds of tonight's game. Trailing 7-3, the Huskies have had back-to-back turnovers against this Rangers zone defense. Eli Miller back in. Miller, Kriegel, Schaefer, Justin Anderson, 6'1" sophomore checked in. And they also have Christian Hoagie. Here's the pass. Here's Parker Schaefer as the Huskies beat the press and they get the layup. That's what he was looking for if you're head coach Jim Benson. Miller with the assist, and it's 7-5 Crosby-Ironton. Huskies very bunched up kind of near half court. Rangers use another long down court pass. Here's a double pump for Noah Larson. And Noah Larson with a nice little double pump becomes the first Ranger not named Joey Ringhand to put one through the hoop. And the Rangers right up by 4. Here's Christian Hoagie with the Euro step. Left hand half baby hook is left high off the glass. And the Rangers rebound. They push it up to the right side. Stockman to the right side. Ringhand, corner 3. He got this one to rattle in again. And Joey Ringhand, who averages 6 points a game, is already in double figures. 12-5 as Eli Miller, quick drive and finish on the left side for the answer for the Huskies. 12-7, Huskies go full court. Stockman working against as the Huskies have gone man-to-man. Parker Schaefer with the defense on Stockman. Little hesitation, the step, the drop to the post. Here's the high post shot, nothing but net for Will Meyer. His first bucket averaging 11.6 a game. Rangers have been very efficient on offense the last few trips. They lead at 14-7. Got ourselves a football score here in the early going. Eli Miller in traffic. Stop, pop on the other end. This one rolls around the left side and out. And Stockman rebounds for Crosby-Ironton. Down inside. Shot. Count it. And one. Will Meyer with the finish. Hoagie will pick up the foul as the Rangers have opened up an early 9-point lead, a chance to make it double digits. As that's the first foul called on the Huskies. Parrish returns for Pillager, as does Imdek. Free throw for Meyer. Short off the rim. He's 65% coming in. Huskies, long pass down. Caden Imdek behind the defense. Lays it up and in. Imdek has 4. He averages 1.5 a game. It's 16-9, Crosby-Ironton on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. We have played just about 4.5 minutes. Ranger offense has been hot. Here's a stop and pop, top of the key 3, and it's drilled by James Stockman. 26% from long range coming in, averaging 13 points a game. He's the leading scorer. That's his first bucket. Here's Eli Miller, right side. Nice pass from Gabe Parrish, and Miller ends up with an easy lay-in on the right side. It's 19-11. Well, the scoring is certainly heated up here in Pillager. Noah Larson, quick shot, 3, right side, rattles it in. We've got a foul, and it's going to be a foul. The bucket will count, but they're going to get a Ranger for a clear out underneath. They're going to call Will Meyer on the foul on the down underneath, but Noah Larson, 45% from beyond the arc, drills his first. It's 22-11 Crosby-Ironton as Christian Hoagie right back in for the Huskies of Pillager. Rangers full court press. Imdeck, high lob pass to Miller on the far side. Right back to Imdeck as we are 5 minutes into the first half. Imdeck with a drive and a kick, baseline, short 8-footer by Parrish, no good. He hits the deck. He wanted to foul on Meyer. Here come the Rangers out of the rebound. Great touch pass, Jordan Mount, and the finish for Joey Ringhand. He's got a dozen, 24-11 Crosby-Ironton. 18th ranked Rangers have looked outstanding on the offensive end. Pillager on the other end. Parrish, same 8-footer. This time he's got it. 4 different Huskies have scored. Hoagie with the assist. 24-13. And this Husky team, again, allowing 70 points a game. They've got to figure out early on how to get stops. Here's Noah Larson. He's got another 3. That is already the 5th make from beyond the arc for the CI Rangers. And they lead at 27-13. Larson and Ringhand each with a pair, and then Stockman with one from the top of the key. Here's Caden Imdeck. Drives down right side, stopped on the baseline. Rangers playing man-to-man in the half court. Hoagie kicks it out to Imdeck. Miller on the right side wing. He'll dribble, stop the left-handed floater, rolls off the right side, foul on the rebound, and that's going to be number 2 on Christian Hoagie. Stockman had inside position. I thought Hoagie did a pretty fair job of going straight up, but they're going to call him with some contact. And the Huskies' leading scorer is going to sit with 2 personal fouls. And no points. Parker Schaefer returns for the Huskies. In for the Rangers' first substitution, 6-foot junior guard Nathan Hashey checks into the contest. Rangers by 14 with a lot of time left here in the first half on KFGI. Crosby. Jordan Mount calls out the play. Gives it up top to Stockman. He'll lob it over to Hashey. Rangers running the flex-style offense against the Husky man-to-man. Noah Larson cut off nicely by Justin Anderson. Here's a drive by Mount. Tried to flip it down to Meyer and it's turned over. First Ranger turnover as Schaefer picks up the steal. Going back the other way, loose ball on the floor, and Miller's going to slide in, get tied up with Larson, and it'll be a jump ball awarded to Crosby-Ironton. The Huskies get their first takeaway on the defensive side, but then they give it right back with their 4th turnover of the first half. 27-13 Rangers. Stockman blows by Schaefer. Stockman into the corner for Mount. Good closeout by Schaefer on a Pillager switch defensively. Larson back to Stockman. He'll look to the bench and get the play call. Over to the left side. Mount with a little pick and roll with Meyer. Larson at the top, swings it right side. Here's a drive again by Stockman. In traffic, puts an off-balance over the head shot and banks it home. Stockman with a fancy shot from the right side block. And the Rangers have upped the lead to 29-13. Miller, quick trigger 3, left side, and he buries the first. Pizza Ranch 3 for the Pillager Huskies. Miller with 7, 35% from beyond the arc. Rangers slow it up just a tad. They get it across the timeline. It's been a pretty high-paced affair, and the offense, especially for the Rangers, has been highly efficient. Jordan Mount deep on the left side wing. Rangers averaging 63 points a game. They're almost halfway there. We have 10 minutes to play in the first half. Here's here's Nathan Hashey with a beautiful little stop and pop jumper on the baseline. Everybody for the Rangers getting involved. 6 of the 7, make that 5 of the 6 that have seen the court have scored. Rangers on the defensive side, and Pillager turns it over. 5th turnover on the Huskies, and now they'll get one back as the Huskies tip a pass intended to the far side, and Nathan Hashey kicked it accidentally, but still the kick and the turnover for the Rangers. Hoagie is back in for the Huskies. He'll have to play smart with 2 fouls. Brayton Kriegel returns for the Huskies, and in for the Rangers for the first time, we'll see Jacob Millsop, 6'1" senior forward. Huskies basketball working to my right, down 31-16 here in the first half. Kriegel high on the left side wing, high post to Hoagie. Hoagie turns, takes a shot over Stockman, in and out, and the rebound tap. Gabe Parrish, left side, puts it back up and in. Parrish with the second chance bucket. Rangers quickly into the front court as they swing it to the near side. Stockman with a long three over Schaefer. Back iron, no. First one the Rangers have missed in a while. Here's Eli Miller running it out, and he double dribbled. He tried to set himself up for the drive or possibly to kick it to Christian Hoagie and got himself crossed up, and there's turnover number 6 on the Huskies as they turn it over in transition. Rangers inbound, Huskies applying full court man-to-man pressure. Schaefer carefully watching Stockman. Here comes a screen way up by the Husky logo. Stockman drives, kicks, Mount, left side corner three, well short of the mark, and Eli Miller rebounds. Miller sprinted for a few steps and then hit the brakes, and the Huskies will set up the half court. Parrish at the free throw line. He'll take the shot over Meyer. This one off the rim, and that one grabbed by Millsop for the Rangers. CI back the other way. Quickly, Meyer, 10-footer, baseline. This one going to roll off the right side. Hoagie rebounds for the Huskies. Schaefer back the other way. 8.5 to play in the first half. Here's Schaefer with a drive. Nice, strong drive and finish by Parker Schaefer. 31-20, the Rangers in front in a high-scoring first half on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Back the other way, the Rangers. Quick trigger three. Nathan Hashley, bingo. Hashley 1 for 3, but he took that with a ton of confidence as Mount picks up the assist, and it's 34-20 in favor of the Rangers. Crosby-Ironton very confident shooting from beyond the arc in the first half. Here's Schaefer with a beautiful little fadeaway on the other side. Parker Schaefer has 6. 34-22. Huskies try to trap. Mount lobs it up almost too high for Stockman. He tracks it down near the half-court stripe. 7:38 to play in the opening half. Good flow to the game now. High-paced action. Nathan Hashy back to Meyer. Over to Stockman. Schaefer with the close. Meyer fakes the pick and roll, and somehow Stockman squeezed the ball through 2 Huskies to Meyer underneath for the finish. Meyer has 6. Stockman with his second assist. 36-22 Crosby-Ironton. Eli Miller brings it back the other way. Going to stop just inside the arc. Over to Parrish. Thought about the three and then tried to get a quick flip pass to Schaefer in the corner. It's tipped out of bounds. Imdick and Anderson in. Parrish and Miller out for the Pillager Huskies. 7:06 to go in the first half. Devin Kruger here with you. And the inbounds off the back of Jordan Mount. He's going to get tied up with Christian Hoagie. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Pillager. We had 3 other game broadcasts set for tonight, all of them postponed. So this is our lone action tonight, other than on 3WI AM 1270 FM 96.3. Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball at Wisconsin. That pregame just about to get underway. Huskies, Hoagie inside with the left-handed hook. Too strong, going for his own rebound. It's tipped down and wrestled away by Millsop. Here come the Rangers. They tried a lob one to Nathan Hashy, but the 6-foot Hashy needed about 6 more inches to climb the ladder and grab that one. Rangers turn it over, and Coach Galovich calls a timeout. On the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, 6:41 to go in the first half. It is Crosby-Ironton 36 and Pillager 22. This is high school boys basketball on Skeeter 101.5.
Pillager's finest child care center is the Learning Ladder. The Learning Ladder accepts kids ages 6 weeks through pre-K, providing safe and reliable care in an educational setting. All caregivers at the Learning Ladder are first aid and CPR certified. Open Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 218-746-4131 for a tour of the Learning Ladder. Loving children, creating futures. The Learning Ladder on Highway 210 just west of Pillager. 218-746-4131. Go Huskies!
6:41 to go in the first half. Devin Kruger here with you. Crosby-Ironton leading 36-22. Huskies have the ball. Schaefer, Imdick, Kriegel, Hoagie, and Anderson, the 5 on the floor. Crosby-Ironton looking to bring a couple of guys in at the next break. Justin Anderson crashes into Will Meyer. Shot partially tipped. Schaefer, the offensive rebound. He's going to be fouled by Millsop and have a chance for a pair of free throws. Millsop picks up his first. fourth team foul on Crosby-Ironton. We've only had 6 total fouls here in this first half so far. Parker Schaefer 1 for 2 in his first trip to the free throw line, and the first one rolls off to the right. Joseph Ringhand back in for the Rangers, as is Noah Larson. Hashi and Millsop will take a seat. Second one up for Schaefer, and he's got 2 trips to the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 on each trip. 36-23 Rangers. Huskies with the full court press. Stockman, Mount, Ringhand, Larson, and Meyer, the starting 5 on the floor. Here's a pass, Meyer inside. Justin Anderson came flying in as that pass was on a rope from Stockman, and Anderson is going to get Meyer on the arm. He got him so quickly that Meyer didn't have a chance to go for the shot. The foul was called on the floor. Rangers will inbound on the baseline. They toss it in to Ringhand. He gives it back to Stockman. Fake left, goes right. Flips it. Here's a quick shot. Larson from 18 away, and that one is off the mark short. And Pillager rebounds. Schaefer quickly into the front court, crosses over. Hit some traffic, got it taken away by Ringhand. Turnover number 7, and the Huskies, Brayton Kriegel, great hustle back, just about knocked it off of Stockman. They're going to say last touch by Kriegel, who will exit now as Eli Miller is back in. Just under 6 to play in the first half. Rangers inbounding, up 36-23. And here's Noah Larson with a beautiful fake handoff. The defender slipped past, and turning and burning back in was Noah Larson for the easy lay. And he's in double figures with 10, 38-23. Knowing the Husky defense trying to play aggressive, Larson completely fooled the Husky defense, faking that flip back to Stockman and turned around with the ball and had a wide open layup. Great heads up play. Christian Hoagie on the right side. Top shot over Meyer, left it short. Rebound, Crosby-Ironton. Stockman, beautiful flip. Ringhand with a short little 4-footer outside the blocks. Can't have it. Second attempt blocked by Hoagie, and now we're going to have a foul on Pillager as the Rangers collect a couple of offensive rebounds. Foul's going to be on Caden Imdick, his first. Gabe Parrish in, Justin Anderson out for Pillager. 5:12 to play, first half. The foul was called on the floor, so the Rangers inbound again. Only 1 free throw thus far for CI. And Ringhand just about traveled as Mount vacated the top of the key as Ringhand was going to toss the pass. Rangers able to maintain possession. Stockman looking inside, nicely defended by the Huskies as he tried to find Meyer on the blocks. Here's a lob pass on a cut to Larson. That one tipped away by Imdick. And a turnover on the Rangers, their 4th of the first half, and the Huskies are going to give it right back. Schaefer looked for Parrish to cut to the baseline, and he chucked that one right down towards the feet, and Pillager commits their 8th turnover here in the first half. 4:44 on the clock, 38-23 for the Rangers. Scoreboard sponsored by Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction. Contact them for your 2023 projects now. Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction of Pillager. Between the circles, Joey Ringhand picks up the dribble. Imdick right in his face. He hands it off to Stockman. Stockman works his way to the right side wing, crosses over Parrish with the drive. Tough shot, rolls off the front of the iron. Pillager gets the rebound, and there's a Ranger foul. Stockman tried to poke that one away, probably a little frustrated after the missed shot. And Stockman reaches in and commits his second personal. Team foul number 5 on Crosby-Ironton. 4:15 to go in the first half. Huskies take their time. Imdick running the point as the Rangers look like they're back to the 2-3, and there's a steal. Will Meyer swiped it loose on the other end. Meyer with the left-hander lays it in, assisted by Larson. Meyer's quick hands on the defensive end to get him rewarded on the offensive end. He has 8. It's 40-23. Here's Imdick to Schaefer. Left side wing 3. This one off the left iron, and Crosby-Ironton rebounds. James Stockman quickly into the front court. Noah Larson, quick 3 right side. This one badly missed long, and Gabe Parrish is there for the rebound. Coach Galovich not happy with the shot selection on that possession. Rangers are back in the 2-3 zone defensively. Hoagie, high post, cutting baseline. Parrish, the pass off his leg, and then he ended up kicking it, and Pillager will turn it over for the 10th time here in the first half. Huskies will get a little shorter as the 6'2 Schaefer exits for the 5'6 Kriegel. And the Rangers have the basketball. 3:23 to go in the first half. 40-23, Crosby-Ironton. Jordan Mount, so far the only Ranger starter that has not scored, averaging 10.7 a game. He's got it now on the top of the key. Goes by Kriegel, by left side, goes high off the window, but a little too strong. And Parrish rebounds for Pillager. Up the left side is Miller. Miller gonna stop, gonna take the three, got it! Eli Miller, his second Pizza Ranch 3 for the Huskies. He has 10. Buffet your way, Pizza Ranch. Crosby-Ironton returns to the front court, going to my left. Noah Larson looking for the cutter. Ooh, I thought he had Stockman, didn't get the pass to him. Now on a back screen, Joey Ringhand wide open underneath for the lay-in. He's got himself 14 in the first half. Meyer with the assist. Ringhand averaging 6 per contest. And he is having himself a whale of a contest so far. Here's Miller from the free throw line, and he's got another one on the other end. Hoagie with the assist. Miller with a dozen, 42-28. Pillager trying to stay within striking distance with this hot Ranger offense. 2:09 to go in the first half. Stockman to Larson, thought about three, instead drives it in against Hoagie. Got it stripped, it went off of Larson, and it's a Ranger turnover. Quick hands that time, credited to Eli Miller. Justin Anderson back in for the Huskies. Christian Hoagie will take a seat. Might see him wait out the rest of the first half with the 2 fouls, not wanting to chance him getting 3. He's had a quiet night without any points. Got himself a few rebounds and a couple of assists. Justin Anderson for the Huskies has it at the top of the key. Rangers back to the man-to-man. Gabe Parrish tried to drive. He got it poked away by Jordan Mount. Mount will beat the Husky defense. He's got his first points in transition. 44-28 Rangers. Jordan Mount with the steal and the score. Minute and a half to go here in the opening half. Rangers are switching it up almost every possession. They're in a 2-3. Here's Gabe Parrish inside. Blocked from behind by Stockman. Stockman back the other way. Down the middle of the floor. Veers left. Puts it up and no good, but a foul called against Caden Imdek. That'll be number 2 on Imdek, and for just the second time tonight, the Crosby-Ironton Rangers are at the free throw line. And how about James Stockman so far this year, the junior, 87% from the free throw line, 20 out of 23, and he knocks down the first. Schaefer and Hoagie will come back in for the Huskies, so I thought maybe Hoagie has seen his last action for the first half. That is not the case. 1:15 on the clock. Second free throw is in and out, and, well, you can count that one up to the announcer jinx. Sorry, James. Just his 4th miss from the free throw line this year. Huskies basketball. Christian Hoagie, free throw line. Nice, strong move in the finish, as that's his first bucket tonight. The 6'4 sophomore makes it 45-30 as we just go under a minute to play here in half number 1. James Stockman to the high post to Meyer. Meyer lobs it back to Stockman. Miller thought he had a chance. Here's a shot inside, and Will Myers going to go to the free throw line as Stockman got the nice dump down. Brayton Kriegel on the help defense. At 5'6", you know, he tries to be that little pickpocket underneath, but the 6'4" Meyer got his hands out of there just quick enough for Kriegel to commit the foul. First free throw for Meyer is short, as Nathan Hashey checks back in for Crosby-Ironton. He'll replace Stockman, who has 2 fouls. Meyer's second free throw, and he missed them both. Came in 65%. Eli Miller, right side wing for the Huskies. Jordan Mount, good defensive position. Here's Schaefer driving in, got crossed up, and he traveled. Yep. Tried to get himself set for a jump pass back to the perimeter, and the Huskies with 12 turnovers in the first half, close to that 30 average that Coach Benson pointed out several times in the pregame interview. 25 seconds to go in the first half. 45-30 Rangers. Larson thought about a quick three, didn't take it this time. He's hit a couple in this half. Now to Hashi. Hashi over to ring end. 15 seconds to play in the first half. Larson to the left side to Mount. Kriegel, good jump on Mount. Faked right, went left. The little floater is up and in with 6 seconds to go. Huskies can have a shot here. 2 seconds. Miller from way downtown. Bangs it at the buzzer. Pizza Ranch 3. Eli Miller exit stage left. That one from way beyond the arc to give the Huskies a little boost heading into the locker room. But the Crosby-Ironton Rangers, red hot shooting in the first half. They take the halftime locker room lead 47-33 on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Halftime report is coming up after this on Skeeter 101.5 and RJBroadcasting.com.
Good news, honey. Our roof is finally leaking.
Finally! At Mike's Miller's Roofing, we know that replacing your roof is not that exciting. We also know there's never a good time.
When the time is right, Mike Miller's Roofing offers over 25 years of experience. And when my dad says he gets the job done, he gets the job done. Call 218-831-1907.
Schedule your free inspection today. Call 218-831-1907. That's 218-831-1907.
Angie Peterson with Keller Williams Realty Professionals here. Just wanted to remind everyone, with the market shifting, this is the prime time to talk to an experienced realtor. I have 18 years of experience serving our central Minnesota community, and I'm here to help guide you through any season of life, whether it's a shifting market or a life change. I'm here for you at mnhomesbyangie.com or call 320-232-9156. Go Huskies!
Hi, Ted here from the Deerwood Bank in Deerwood. If you own a small business, this might sound familiar. That was a nickel. Now, how about this one? That one's a dime. Sound innocent enough? But what if these were nickels and dimes you spent on checking account services over the years? At Deerwood Bank, we'll never nickel and dime you with never-ending fees to access your money. We offer free business checking, remote deposit, and online banking. Stop in and see us today. Deerwood Bank, member FDIC, and the business bank with all the answers.
When you have a project calling for concrete, contact the pros at Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction, offering high-quality professional masonry and concrete services to Pillager and the Brainerd Lakes areas. A team of skilled craftsmen with Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction is ready to help for foundations, patios, driveways, colored and stamped concrete, and much more. For your residential or light commercial concrete jobs, call Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction at 218-639-2374. Fully licensed and offering free estimates. Go Huskies!
The Coop Funeral Home in Crosby has provided 95 years of caring service on the Cuyuna Range and surrounding areas, and a proud sponsor of CI Ranger Sports. They would like to wish all the Ranger athletes good luck this season. The Coop Funeral Home says, Go Rangers!
Memories never fade, especially from a high school rivalry game. Hi, I'm Darren Larson, Vice President with First Western Bank and Trust. Throughout school sports history, the familiar names and faces may change, but achievements are remembered and legacies live on. First Western Bank and Trust has been celebrating victories with you since 1964, and we remain your community bank. We want to wish our local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this season. Be safe on the court, field, rink, and in the gym. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Unity Bank, with 8 convenient locations, is your neighborhood bank working for you. When we say full-service banking, that's exactly what we mean at Unity Bank. Unity Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
It's the time when fireplaces and wood stoves are roaring. Make sure you have plenty of firewood by visiting Pillsbury Forest Hardwoods of Pillager. Pull right in to buy slabwood by the half-cord bundle. They'll load it right into your truck or trailer, and off you go. Ask about delivery options for large bundle buys. There's always plenty of great slabwood for your fireplace or stove at Pillsbury Forest Hardwoods, located at the edge of the beautiful Pillsbury Forest, 5 miles north of Pillager, just off County Road 1. Good luck, Huskies!
47-33, the halftime score here in Pillager. Devin Kruger recapping the first half. Well, we had one tie and one lead change. Pillager led 2-0. Pretty early on, Crosby-Ironton hit a 3. Pillager tied it at 3, and then the Rangers, well, they've led since. Crosby-Ironton with 6 3-point baskets in the first half. Pillager has managed 3 of their own, all by Eli Miller. The Rangers have had 4 different guys hit one from outside. Crosby-Ironton has, of course, again, led most of the first half. Their biggest lead at 17 at 45-28, and then 47-30. But Eli Miller giving the Huskies a bit of a boost with a 3-pointer from well beyond the arc, and he buried it at the end of the first half. But you take a look at this, the Pillager Husky defense allowing 70 points per game, and it's not that they've been out of position, but the Rangers have had decent looks. Not all. They've had some nice looks. They've had some easy ones. They've had some transition baskets, but offensively, the Rangers have just looked superb. Coach Galovich said in the pregame interview that they've moved the ball well, and they have a lot of shooters. They have 4 guys averaging double figures coming in of them, and their leading scorer for tonight so far is not one of them. But they have been shooting hot. They've been shooting very, very confidently, and again, some good balance. You look at the Rangers scoring, and they have 6 scorers, all of them with 4 or more. For the Pillager Huskies, with a lot of youth, and Coach Jim Benson hasn't really hit it. They kind of have a big 3 that need to lead the way, and Christian Hoagie, Eli Miller, and Parker Schaefer. Now, of course, coming in, Gabe Parrish. He's come along this year, averaging double figures through the 4 games that the Huskies have had coming into tonight. But right now, we're not seeing that balance, and once again, turnovers being the key. 47-33, a 14-point deficit is not insurmountable to come back, but it's pretty much double that when you consider that the Huskies had 12 turnovers in the first half, and Coach Benson talked about it. They've been averaging 30 turnovers a game, and you're not going to win games doing that. You take those turnovers away and those extra chances for the Rangers, it's probably a little closer, but to be honest, the Rangers may still be in about the 40 points because they just looked so good offensively in the first half. They had a little bit of a hiccup with a couple turnovers, but all in all, a pretty well-played first half. Good hustle with both teams. Both teams have been very aggressive. They've been attacking the basket. Rangers have found some open looks from the outside. It's been a good mix. It's been a good first half. It's been a fun first half, and just a lot of offense. That's what it boils down to. We'll go through the numbers when we come back. Rangers lead the Huskies 47-33 at the break. It is halftime here in Pillager on Skeeter 101.5 KFGI Crosby.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aiken Motors. Another tradition that Aiken Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aiken Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aiken Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit aikenmotorsco.com.
Hey, Husky fans. I'm Linda Steffen with Century 21 Brainerd Realty. I'm proud to be part of the Pillager community, and I'm filled with Husky pride. As an agent who's an expert in this local area, I bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise about buying and selling real estate here. It's not the same everywhere, so you need someone you can trust for up-to-date information. I'm eager to serve you with your next home transaction. Call me, Linda Steffen, at Century 21 Brainerd Realty. Go Huskies.
Wide's Major Appliance in Brainerd is now selling America's iconic brand, Crosby Appliances. The best in the business with used and reconditioned appliances, parts, service. Again, now with new Crosby Appliances. Wide's is better than the rest. It's simple. When you need new major appliances without major prices, buy Crosby Appliances with a 10-year warranty from Wide's Major Appliance in Brainerd, across from Lakes Printing on Oak Street in Brainerd.
Back with you here in Pillager, Devin Kruger to run through the halftime numbers. Crosby-Ironton leading 47-33. Team-wise, turnovers, again, Pillager 12 in the first half. Crosby-Ironton with 5. Rebounding, the Huskies have a slight advantage, 12-10 overall. I have both teams with 3 offensive rebounds. From the free throw line, Pillager 4 for 6 from the first half. The only blemish for the Rangers really is their free throw shooting, just 1 of 5 in the first half. Individually, for the Pillager Huskies, Eli Miller, 15 points. That's above his 14 per game average. Also has an assist, 8 points, a couple of steals for Parker Schaefer. 4 points for Gabe Parrish, 4 points for Caden Nimdick, and 2 points, 2 assists for Christian Hoagie. For the CI Rangers, Joseph Ringhand averaging 6.1 points a game, 14 in the first half to lead the Rangers. 10 points and a couple of steals for Noah Larson. 8 points, a couple of steals for Will Meyer. 6 points for James Stockman with a couple of assists. Nathan Hashey off the bench with 5 and 4 points with a couple of assists for Jordan Mount. 47-33, the Rangers in front, and they will have the ball to start the second half when we come back here on Skeeter 101.5 and rjbroadcasting.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Devin Kruger back with you as the Rangers will go to my right to start our second half here in Pillager. Rangers with a 47-33 lead. Starting 5 on the floor, a double screen going right is Stockman. Meyer, Mount, Larson, and Ringhand on the floor as well for the Rangers. Stockman goes to the right, kicks to the corner. Ringhand pump fakes the 3 and then sends it back up top. Rangers with a reset. Larson double teamed into the right side corner. Huskies playing the 2-3 zone defensively as the Rangers continue to work it. Meyer now in the short corner to a cutting Larson. Left side, too strong with the leaner, but an offensive rebound. Second chance. Here's Stockman with the drive. He cannot finish, and Christian Hoagie wrestles the rebound away from Meyer. Back up the left side is Parker Schaefer. Schaefer, Miller, Hoagie, Imdeck, and Parrish, the starting 5 for the Huskies as well. Hoagie dumping it down inside. Probably could have been a foul. Gabe Parrish, strong move, can't finish. Got his own rebound. Second chance, and he's fouled by Larson. Well, both teams getting a second opportunity at a bucket to start off the second half. Gabe Parrish, 81% from the free throw line on the year, 13 of 16. This is his first trip tonight. Freshman averaging just under 11 points per contest, and the first free throw is good as Pillager gets the first points here of half number 2. Stick around following the game for the recap, notes, numbers, and the post-game awards. We'll probably do it fairly quick as everyone's going to want to get out and get home safe tonight. Second free throw is off the back iron, and we had a lane violation against Crosby-Ironton, so Parrish will have a second chance at the second free throw. Kind of wondering why half the guys didn't really move, and that's because they all knew that even with a miss, Parrish was going to get another shot, and he missed it again, and the rebound tracked down far on the left side by Noah Larson. 47-34 Rangers. Jordan Mount, left side wing as the Rangers into the front court quickly. Bringing it out between the circles is Mount. He'll give it up to Larson. Zips it right side on the wing to Stockman. Here's Stockman around the screen, puts up the 3. It's all around and out. And Hoagie pulls down the rebound. Eli Miller on the right side, crosses over, looking for a cutter, nobody there. Parrish at the free throw line, steps back, puts up the shot, banks it in. Gabe Parrish cuts the lead to 10, 47, make that to 11, 47-36. And the Huskies fan base, not a huge crowd, of course, here tonight, but they're trying to fire this team up. Will Meyer to the right side of Stockman. Late closeout. Stockman didn't fire the 3. Just a little surprised considering the Rangers connected on 6 of them in the first half. Meyer over to the right side as the Huskies into the man-to-man. Here's a drive, and Ringhand with the right-handed finger roll. That one rolls off the right side, and the Rangers come away empty again. Huskies trying to get a big momentum boost. They took momentum into the locker room with that long 3 at the buzzer by Miller. Christian Hoagie thought about a 3. Now tries to drive. He gets pickpocketed. Joseph Ringhand with the steal. Ringhand on the other end. Eli Miller almost returns the favor, but is out of bounds, and the Rangers will have to inbound. Justin Anderson in for Gabe Parrish. 15:34 on the clock. Just about 2.5 in. Off the inbounds. Will Meyer on the lob pass. He can't finish it. Off the back of the iron, and here come the Huskies again. Imdek, left side, tries to cross over ring hand, zips it back out to Schaefer. Miller in the lane. Miller with the leaner, short off the iron, and the rebound right into the hands of Jordan Mount, who sprints the other way. He's going to slow it down. They kick it back up top to Stockman. Stockman will set up the Ranger offense. And Stockman off the screen, puts up the three, back iron, no, and Schaefer goes up for the rebound. Rangers empty-handed to start the second half, and the Huskies now will turn it over as a long pass down court is airmailed over the top of Eli Miller. Huskies not really applying any pressure now, dropping back, trying to just pick the aggressiveness up in the half court. Rangers have Jordan Mount left side up top. Stockman wants another three. This one rattles in, hit the front of the iron, but had just enough to carry over. He has 9 as the Rangers are on the board in the second half. And they lead on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard 50-36. Imdek to Schaefer. Rangers are in the man-to-man as well. High screen from Hoagie. Hoagie has it at the top of the arc just inside the perimeter. Dribbles to the free throw line. Double teamed. Puts a shot up over Meyer. This one off to the right. And the rebound tapped is going to be out of bounds. I believe it was last touched by the Rangers, and it was. Kriegel will check in for Pillager. He'll replace Imdek. 50-36. Crosby-Ironton in front. Boys basketball tonight on Skeeter 101.5. KFGI Crosby. Off the inbounds, Miller pump fakes, got Mount on his tiptoes, drove by but can't hit the runner. Here's a lob to Larson. Larson outrunning the Huskies back for the transition bucket on the rebound. Good look ahead by Jordan Mount, and the lead back to 16 for the Rangers. Biggest lead was 17 in the first half. Pillager started to gain some momentum, but back-to-back buckets for the Rangers have squelched that a little bit. Huskies looking for a big one. Miller, hesitation, just about carried the ball. Got it down just in time. Hoagie, free throw line, looking for the cutter. It's not there. Now looks to drive. Jump stop, goes up over Meyer. Nice kiss off the glass is in. 52-38. Crosby-Ironton. Here's an open ring hand. Right side, corner, and he knocks down another triple. Stockman's third assist as Ringhand right back at it. And the lead matches its largest at 17. It's 55-38, just about 5 minutes into the second half. Kriegel to Anderson between the circles. Anderson driving, and we're going to get a reach. We're going to get a foul on Noah Larson. That'll be his second. Caden Imdek checking back in for the Huskies, replacing Kriegel. Both teams playing 7 deep here. Again, not very deep teams. Here's a drive by Miller cutting down the lane, and a tough angle shot banked in by Eli Miller. He's got 17, tied with Ringhand to lead all scorers. Stockman blowing by the Husky defense. Cannot hit the shot. Got his own rebound. His putback is off the mark short. And the Huskies get a little bit of a break. Stockman drove right through the defense and just didn't finish it. Even had 2 chances. Imdek to Hoagie. Cutting Anderson. Cutting in front was Noah Larson. Beautiful read by Larson, picking up his 3rd steal. 3rd turnover this half for the Huskies, 15th in the game. Rangers have just 5 turnovers in the game, none yet here in the second half. We've played over 5.5 minutes. 55-40. Crosby-Ironton in front in this section matchup. Jordan Mount drops down to Meyer. Meyer against Hoagie with a little back fadeaway on the baseline. That one rolled off the back rim. Huskies quickly into the offensive set. Hoagie, left side corner. The 3 ball, nothing but net. Pizza Ranch 3 for Christian Hoagie. The lead down to 12, 55-43. Huskies looking for a stop. Rangers looking for one of those answering shots to just back off that momentum pendulum again. Here's Mount. He wants 3. Around and out on the right side. Christian Hoagie skies for the rebound, and Parker Schaefer brings it up. Schaefer looking to drive. Got around the defender. Got himself off balance. The shot was left short, and the Rangers will get the rebound. Jordan Mount quickly into the front court. Left side, here's Ringhand, and he is going to be fouled on the leaner, and he's going to the free throw line. Foul is on Caden Imdeck. That'll be his first player tonight in foul trouble. And Ringhand at the free throw line for the first time tonight. 1 of 4 on the season for the junior guard. First one just about found its way out, but dropped in at the last moment. Kriegel and Parrish return for Pillager. Coach Benson only plays 7, but he has a rotation, taking different guys out, trying to keep everyone fresh. Ringhand knocks down both free throws. What a night for Joey Ringhand. 3 triples from beyond the arc. He's got 19 for the Rangers, and they lead 57-43 on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Christian Hoagie, long 2, just inside the arc, left it short. Rangers on the rebound. Jordan Mount pushing tempo, flips it back. Ringhand for 3, left side, he's got another. The 4th of the night for Joey Ringhand, and again, just like that, the Rangers lead back to 17, 60-43. Parker Schaefer driving. Schaefer with the runner, too hard off the window, and Meyer grabs the strong rebound. Here comes Stockman again as the Rangers maybe sensing the Huskies are a little tired here. Stockman down the left side, draws the contact, gets the bucket and 1. James Stockman, he's got 11. He'll have a free throw as well. Coach Jim Benson talking to the official. The foul was on Brayton Kriegel, his second. Jacob Millsop back in for the Rangers. Nathan Hashey is going to come in as well before the and 1 attempt from Stockman. Stockman 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 87% coming in. Free throw on the way, and he drops it through. 6 in each half now for Stockman. He's got a dozen, and the lead at its largest, 20 for the CI Rangers in this section matchup. Rangers looking for their 6th straight win in this series. Christian Hoagie driving down the right side, puts up the floater. That one left off the back iron. Rebound, tracked down Brayton Kriegel, and it was knocked out. It was knocked loose, and then Kriegel poked it out of bounds. Boy, Kriegel, outstanding hustle to beat the Rangers to that rebound in the corner. But then an unfortunate bounce as the ball got tipped, and then Kriegel swatted it out of bounds. Will Meyer fakes the back door. James Stockman fakes the 3. Back to Meyer, left side. Beautiful offensive set there by the Rangers. Meyer's in double figures, and it is a 10-0 Ranger run. They lead at 65-43 with 10 minutes on the clock in the second half. And even though the Huskies have had that rotation I talked about with 7 players, I think the Rangers have sensed the Huskies look a little bit tired. Here's Hoagie with a turnaround. That one left short. Eli Miller, offensive rebound, and he's going to the line after he's fouled on the putback attempt. Foul will be called on Ringhand. Ringhand, that's his second. And Miller, first trip to the free throw line tonight, 6 of 8 on the season. And the first one a little strong, in and out. Justin Anderson back in for Christian Hoagie for the Pillager Huskies. For Crosby-Ironton, they're going to bring Jordan Mount back in for Ringhand. Miller back at the free throw line. Second one, that one in and out. Missed them both. It stays 65-43 Rangers. Here's Will Meyer beating the Husky defense back. Can't hit the shot, and Millsop on the follow-up is fouled. Good hustle that time by Jacob Millsop, following the shot by Meyer, and then got bumped as he went for the putback attempt. Foul is going to be on Gabe Parrish, his first, team foul number 3 on the Huskies here in the second half. Millsop's first free throw around and out. Jacob Millsop on the season, 2 for 5 from the free throw line, averaging 2 points a game. Second one short off the front of the rim. Rangers started the second half 3 for 3 after just going 1 for 5 in the first half from the charity stripe. Eli Miller around the screen, quick trigger 3, and he buries another. Pizza Ranch 3 for Eli Miller. 65-46, 9:20 to go in the second half. Rangers still up for now by plenty. Stockman down to Meyer, and Meyer pushed in the back. Will go to the free throw line for two on another beautiful pick and roll run by the Crosby-Ironton Rangers. Foul on Justin Anderson, his second. Tomorrow being Wednesday, we will feature Minnesota Wild Hockey on KKI and AM, as the first free throw for Meyer is short. He has started tonight 0 for 4 from the free throw line as Hoagie checks back in for Pillager. He's going to replace Parrish. We'll have the same two schools here in Pillager on Thursday, Rangers and Huskies. And again, right here on Skeeter 101.5, second free throw miss, and there's Millsop again with an offensive rebound. Rangers have missed their last 4 free throws. Halfway through half number 2, 65-46 Rangers on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Here's Meyer, wants 3, that one airballed and out of bounds to Pillager. And suddenly both teams' offenses are struggling after it was a shootout in the first half. Rangers went into the locker room up 47-33. A little more tepid here in the second half. Pillager brings Parker Schaefer and back in. It's Miller, Parrish. He's back into the contest. Hoagie, Kriegel, Schaefer. Working to my left here in half number 2. Parrish drops it down to Miller in the corner. To Hoagie on the blocks, and that's going to be reached through, and a foul called on Will Myers. He tried to tap that entry pass back out. Foul number 2 on Meyer. Foul number 4 this half on Crosby-Ironton. Neither team got into the bonus in the first half, and only 4 apiece here in the second half. Miller looking for Schaefer after the inbounds, and it wasn't there. Miller tried to drive, bounced it off his foot out of bounds. Huskies just 4 turnovers this half, but Crosby-Ironton 0. And the Rangers have just 5 in the game. And of course, as soon as I say that, they turn it over. Tip pass, Brayton Kriegel trying for it, and now the Rangers come away with it as the Huskies turn it back over. Will Meyer reverse layup, got himself too far under the basket. Rangers offensive rebound, and things starting to get a little bit sloppy here as we hit the 8-minute mark of the second half. Millsop has it over to the right side, and they give it up to Meyer out near the Husky logo. Husky student section applauding in the defensive, and now Stockman drives, has it taken away by Schaefer. Schaefer up ahead to Miller. Miller up the left side, and he's going to be fouled, and will go to the free throw line. 7:50 to go. Huskies, if they want to have a chance, they're going to need a big run. They're going to probably need it soon. Jordan Mount on the personal foul as Eli Miller back to the free throw line. He missed his first 2 on his last trip. Miller with 20 to lead the Huskies tonight, and the first one in and out. Combined, these two teams have now missed 7 free throws in a row. That'll make coaches everywhere cringe. Larson back in for Crosby-Ironton, and for the first time we see Brad Hashey, a 5'11 senior guard. Imdek is back in for the Huskies as Miller finally snaps the streak of misses and knocks down the second free throw. Huskies applying full court press, 65-47 Rangers, 7:45 to play here in half number 2. Meyer coming to set a screen for Stockman. Stockman, the step back, the 3 on the way, and bingo, he got another, his 3rd of the night. 68-47 Crosby-Ironton. The 4th 3 of the half, the 10th in the game for the Rangers. Here's a drive for Imdek, and a nice left-handed leaner by Caden Imdek, his first points this half. And we have a whistle. One of the officials thought Coach Jim Benson called timeout, but he in fact did not. He was just yelling instructions to his team. Rangers will inbound. Huskies applying the full court press. Stockman runs into Miller, but somehow the pass still found Jordan Mount, and now Christian Hoagie taps a pass away. And after I lauded the Rangers for not having any turnovers in the first 10 minutes of the second half, they've had 3 in the last minute plus. Now here's a shot by Imdek, blocked by Brad Hashey, and the Rangers clear the window. James Stockman into the front court. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Rangers try to slow it down a little bit here soon. milking a 19-point lead right now. Here's Stockman. Well, forget that. He's taking a three. This one around and out. And Hoagie rebounds for the Huskies. Eli Miller will bring it across the timeline. Picked up by Jordan Mount. He'll give it off to Imdick between the circles. Huskies, you still need to have good shots. You still want to run some offense, but you do need to score quick if you're going to have the run. Now they're going to have a travel. Gabe Parrish tried to set up a spin move, but slid 1 foot and then took the extra step. And the Huskies turn it over. Justin Anderson back in. Crosby-Ironton looking inbound. Brad Hashey drops it into Mount. Mount with a little bit of contact with Eli Miller, not enough to draw the whistle, and he slows it down to Stockman. Just about to the 6-minute mark here. Meyer, who attempted a three a couple minutes ago, he's now 0 for 5 on the season. Now Stockman gets a bump. They're going to wave this one off, calling it on the floor. Team foul number 5 on the Huskies. Parker Schaefer on the personal. That'll be his first. Inbounding is Stockman. He'll lob it into Mount. Mount back to Stockman. He's got an open three off the screen. This one in and out. Rebound tap. Meyer had it. Miller got a piece of it on the way back up. And the offensive rebound not cashed in for Crosby-Ironton. Eli Miller working his way in against Jordan Mount. Can't hit the quick jumper. Rangers rebound. Up ahead is Noah Larson, and Larson will lay it up and in. Timeout. Pillager. Larson, who had 10 in the first half, now has 14. And Pillager takes timeout with 5:31 to go in the second half on the Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. 70-49, the Rangers in front on Skeeter 101.5.
If you're looking for your next quality pre-owned vehicle that's backed with great service, then make your next stop Tower Motors in Brainerd. Need new tires? Tower Motors has a great selection of new and takeoff brands to choose from. Set your appointment by calling 218-270-2981. Tower Motors is also proud to support Ranger High School sports. Tower Motors, 624 East Washington, right next to the historic water tower in Brainerd. Go Rangers!
Go Huskies! Van Vickle Excavating of Pillager is happy to be part of today's coverage. Give Van Vickle Excavating a call when your next project calls for excavation or landscaping, including boulders and retaining walls. Van Vickle Excavating of Pillager.
In the pregame interview, Coach Jim Benson talked about defense, giving up 70 points a game. He said defense is all heart, and he said, he wanted the consistency. Well, the Huskies have given up 70 again, and Coach Benson was very fired up in that huddle, trying to spark these guys to. And again, they're trying to be aggressive. They're trying to force the issue because they're behind and looking for a comeback, but he wasn't happy about some things, and he let the guys know about it in that timeout. Huskies have 2 timeouts remaining. Rangers have all 5, and there's a great feed inside from Christian Hoagie, picking up his 3rd assist to Parker Schaefer, who now has 10 points, his first bucket this half. 70-51 with 5 minutes to play here in the Section 7 AA matchup. Brad Hashey, the senior, right side. They work it around to Stockman, looking for a cutter. As the Rangers have gone a tad deeper into the bench here in the final 5 minutes. And Brad Hashey, the senior, trying to lob it to Larson. And a misfire ends up out of bounds on a Ranger turnover. Brayton Kriegel will come in for Caden Nimdeck. Again, post-game show will follow. And we'll make it relatively quick so we can all get on the road tonight. And there is a pass to Eli Miller right into the hands of Stockman. Stockman awaited that one, and then Stockman misses the lay-in on the other end. Here come the Huskies, and they turn it over. Noah Larson returns the favor. Boy, heads up, back-to-back takeaways by the Ranger defense. Just flat out missed the shot on their last possession. Now here's Brad Hashey to Jacob Millsop. They work it around left side. Here's Jordan Mount. Drives, turns, the shot not there. Larson just on the edge of the arc, puts one up. That one a misfire, and it was out of bounds. Last touch by Pillager. Imdick will come in for Miller. One other score that I had a final on: Staples Motley girls fall to Rothsay tonight, 56-40. Some games getting played tonight. several postponements. We'll have the full rundown of scores and schedule tomorrow morning on the Wake the Lakes Morning Show as James Stockman with the pullback three. That one off the mark short. Imdeck rebounds. Huskies on the other end. Christian Hoagie right side leaning in, and a foul going to be called on Noah Larson, who reached down and is a little slow getting up. He wanted to take the charge. Hoagie with good body control. Larson had to take a quick step and leaned over, and now Larson's going to call for a sub. Meyer's going to come in. That'll be number 3 on Larson, sending Christian Hoagie to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Parrish back in for the Huskies. Hoagie has struggled from the free throw line, just 40% on the year. And the first one is right through the cylinder. Rangers substitution. Ringhand will come in for Brad Hashey. Ringhand with 22 to lead the Rangers tonight. Second free throw for Hoagie. That one rattles in. A quiet first half for Hoagie. Now in the second half, he has 7, has 9 total. Jordan Mount, Rangers, all the way back. Huskies got caught, and then a missed layup underneath by Will Meyer, and they're going to get a foul on the rebound against Crosby-Ironton. The foul's going to go against Meyer, his third, as he missed a wide open layup in transition as the Rangers beat the Husky press. That also is team foul number 7 on the Rangers. So Pillager will have a 1-and-1 on the other end with 3:42 to go. Gabe Parrish awarded the free throw. He's 1 for 2 tonight. 3:42 to go here in the second half. Free throw for Parrish, the freshman, is in. He'll get the bonus. A 10-0 run by Crosby-Ironton put this one seemingly out of reach at 65-43. The biggest lead we saw this evening at 22. Parrish second free throw is off the mark left, and James Stockman collects the rebound at 70-54. 16-point advantage. Plenty of time left for the Huskies, but they have to continue to get stops, and they'll get one here as Mount tried to drop one into Jacob Millsop, cutting down the left side, and it's a turnover on the Rangers. They're 5th this half. They've matched their first half, 10 in the game. Huskies have 19 in the contest. Rangers have dropped back to a half-court defense. Eli Miller's back in for Pillager. A big bucket here for Pillager. Might get these guys fired up. High screen from Hoagie. Schaefer driving baseline, back into Hoagie. Hoagie shot, no good. Coach Benson wanted a foul. Hoagie gets the rebound, and now they'll get a foul. And Hoagie will go to the free throw line for for a 1-and-1. Foul will be on Jacob Millsop, his second. Brayton Kriegel will come in for Parrish. Perhaps some offense-defense substitutions here. Brainerd defeats Moorhead in girls basketball tonight. 30-27 as Christian Hoagie drops in the first free throw. That game was 20-7 at the half. Brainerd on top of Moorhead for girls basketball. They hold on for a 30-27 win. Hoagie's second free throw to cut it to 14, and back iron no. Rebound tapped out. Hoagie's got it. And another chance for the Huskies. They nearly turn it over. Hoagie 2 for 4 now from the free throw line. Eli Miller directing traffic. Schaefer, top of the key. Schaefer drives in, lost the handle, and they're going to say it was tipped. I didn't even see the tip. I thought Schaefer just had that ball slip out of his hands, but it was hit by a Ranger, and the Huskies will rebound. Here's Hoagie on the right side. Strong move, but left the shot short, and Will Meyer rebounds. 70-55, Crosby-Ironton. 2:45 to play in this one on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. When you have a project calling for concrete, contact the pros at Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction. Caden Imdeck trying to steal it from Ringhand, and Imdeck commits his 4th personal foul. team foul number 6 on Pillager, so the next one will put the Rangers on the line. Next up for these two teams, the Rangers are off for a week. They go to Cloquet next Tuesday. Pillager has games Thursday and Friday. Here's a high lob. Christian Hoagie tipping a pass out of bounds. Ringhand tried to lob it into Meyer. Huskies have a Park Region Conference matchup at New York Mills Thursday and then head to Aiken on Friday for another section matchup. You can hear that one on KKI and AM 930, FM 103.1, or watch it on yourliveevent.com. Crosby-Ironton inbounds with 2.5 to play. Up by 15. Will Meyer at the free throw line. Slips it back to James Stockman. Goes through one screen, and now he'll pull it back and reset. Jacob Millsop hands it off to Mount. He's quickly double teamed. The pass over the top, and it's loose down to the baseline, and the Rangers turn it over. Eli Miller quickly up to Schaefer. Schaefer driving the lane, got it swept away. Stockman on the steal. Stockman clear sailing, and he missed a layup again. Mount with the rebound. Mount's turnaround is off the mark short. Parrish pulls it down, and he clears out for the Huskies. Here's Christian Hoagie inside, assisted by Schaefer. It's an 8-0 run by Pillager, and it's a 13-point game. Ringhand on the other end. Short on the 3. Offensive rebound, Rangers. They miss it again, and a rebound, Pillager, and a timeout. The Rangers suddenly have gone cold, shooting from everywhere on the floor, and Pillager trying to mount the comeback. Coach Benson calls a timeout, his final full, with 1:37 to go on the Shingle-Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Things getting interesting. 70-57, Crosby-Ironton here on Skeeter 101.5.
Hi, I'm Darren Larson, Vice President with First Western Bank and Trust. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve our community. Our area high school athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this season. Be safe on the court, field, rink, and in the gym. We look forward to watching you succeed. We're not just here for you, we are you. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come get your fill at Pizza Ranch on Baxter in Little Falls. Pizza Ranch features plenty of pizza, a sensible salad bar, famous fried chicken, all the fixins, and delectable dessert. Buffet your way. Pizza Ranch on Edgewood Drive in Baxter and in Little Falls.
70-57. The Rangers led 65-43. A 14-5 run put together by the Pillager Huskies, including the last 8 in a row. Suddenly the Rangers are a bit tight and can't hit shots. They've missed wide open bunnies underneath. They've missed some threes. All the shots they were hitting in the first half on their way to a 47-33 halftime lead. Pillager is down to their final timeout. The Rangers have 4 remaining. Parker Schaefer brings it up the left side to Hoagie at the free throw line. Fakes the handoff one way and the other to Miller. Fires the 3, right side, around and out. Hoagie the offensive rebound. Hoagie the turnaround. Putback is up and in. Christian Hoagie has come alive in the second half, and the lead is down to 11 with 75 seconds to go. Here's James Stockman to Ringhand. Ringhand to Meyer. Meyer on the left side. Foul counted and 1. Eli Miller tried to come in for the big block, but Will Meyer powers through for the bucket and 1. Snapping a 10-0 Husky run. And Will Meyer 0 for 5 at the free throw line tonight. Looking for a big one here with 1:08 to go, just to try to dash the hopes of the Huskies, and he knocks it down. 73-59. Crosby-Ironton 13 for Will Meyer. Huskies need to score, and they need to score quick. Here's a handoff to Imdek. He lost the handle, and he turned it over. Rangers with it, and an interception by Parker Schaefer, his 4th steal. To Miller. Miller, shot, no, but a foul as the Huskies hustling back, and Jacob Millsop will pick up the foul. That will be his 3rd. So 50 seconds to go, Miller with a chance to score with the clock stopped. He is 1 for 4 from the free throw line. The left-handed junior's first one off to the right. Nathan Hashey, Brad Hashey back in, and now Coach Jim Benson with 50 seconds to go. He's going to take the starters all out. Conceding the game, but Huskies with a good run tried to come back, make it interesting as the Huskies brought in Kobe Schultz, Braden Hoffer. Second free throw around and out for Miller. He missed them both. Crosby-Ironton rebounds. Jacob Nasala into the contest as well, along with Nathan Dewey. Rangers get it across the timeline. 35 seconds to go. Crosby-Ironton will go to 7-2 on the season. Pillager will fall to 1-4. Rangers will win their 6th in a row in the series. Brad Hashey in the corner being pestered up to Nathan Hashey. 25 seconds. It was 47-33 Rangers at the half, led by as many as 22 in the second half. And they will close this one out here tonight. Final 10 seconds. Jacob Millsop being pressured by Dewey, drives in, puts it up off the window and in. The senior gets the bucket. And a quick timeout just for substitutions as Isaac Knobloch will come in for Pillager to round that one out. And Crosby-Ironton bringing in Ethan Millsop. Here's a three by Nasala. That one well short. And this one is a final. The Crosby-Ironton Rangers get the win 75-59. Post-game recap is coming right up. Here it's high school boys basketball on Skeeter 101.5 and RJBroadcasting.com.